I remember I got on a school bus one day, and the man didn't even take us to school. He just drove us around, and
fuck off.
Swear to God, and then just drove us back home eventually.
What's wrong with him?
He didn't say anything either.
Probably drunk.
I mean, at a certain point, you don't ask.
I've seen photos of you as a young man, dude. You were cute as fuck, bro.
But I had severe mental health issues. I had dyslexia. I had something they called inner dyslexia, which came in, kind of came through our area. I had... Black people don't really know, they don't differentiate between indoors and outdoors.
What do you mean?
Outdoors can be indoors, dude.
What do you mean?
Outdoors can be indoors. Black person, you can put them outdoors and you put them indoors. Same volume levels, same speed.
There's no inside voice.
There's zero inside voice.
There's no etiquette when you go indoors.
Well, they just don't. I don't think they believe in like a lot of structures and. I don't want to say woodwork, but I want to say overall that the difference between indoors and outdoors when it comes to most black people,
it's so incredibly vaguely racist.
It's so funny though.
You remember when you jack off when you were young? I mean, I remember Buddy's mom had a brassiere one time that she would leave hanging in the bathroom, and I'd just go in there, tie it around my fucking face so that each cup like came over, left a little bit of nose, but the nostrils were covered. I could smell the milk, I could smell the skin, I could smell the nipple, I could smell the children, I could smell all the years of my buddy growing up.
What the fuck?
How old were you when you were driving your dad to campus?
Dude, I was 12 years old.
So that put him at 80?
Yeah, he was 82. So he would drive and he'd sleep on the way there. I'd stop at my buddy's house. I'd go in. I'm like, bro, shh, come out, get in the back seat. Let's go for a ride, right? So my buddy Scott get back there and we would just fucking cruise around, dude. My dad's sleeping, right? And here was the thing, my dad's neck was real bad. So even if he woke up, I would just tell Scott, keep it quiet back there for a minute. I'll just tell him we're lost or getting gas or something. And then my dad would go back to sleep and I'd cruise around a little more and then take my buddy back. I mean, dude, at 12, 13 years old, a friend picking you up, we pulled up with a sleeping senior citizen, dude. People thought that we were fucking, kidnappers, bro. I grew up around some fucking real crazy poor white people. The dude, if they had a dude in our town, no arms, used to fucking fight everybody. That dude, you know what I'm saying? He'd get you in that lurch. He would catch you with between his chin and his chest. He would fucking snack you like a snake. And he'd choke you down.
He had no arms.
No arms at all. And he'd fight anybody, dude. And he would choke you. So
if you went to...
the whole family was fucking...
He could choke you out.
Psychos, bro. Brother had sharpened half of his teeth on one side of his mouth, dude. These people would fuck you up. One of the kids was in a wheelchair, they never taught him to walk, I think. I don't even think he was crippled. They just never taught him to walk. And so the other brother would carry him on his back everywhere, like a backpack, dude, and didn't even give a fuck. If you were sent back to the Roman Empire with a fully charged iPhone, do you think you could take over the world, dude? No, dude, I think they would probably beat you up. They would say you're gay, and they would beat you. If you want to be honest. And no offense if anybody's gay, I might be gay. Or even a guy not pervy, just very honest, like, hey, I've always wanted to make love to a blind woman. Is this something you'd be interested in?
Yeah, I got, like, when I did the online dating thing for a bit and put on my profile because I was sick of dealing with people that found out that I was blind and then were like, see you later, just ghosted. Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm done with this BS crap. Like, I'm just going to post right here that I'm visually impaired. If you don't like it, like, don't even bother.
Blind AF. That's what I'd put on there,
Blind ever after?
Yeah. Oh, blind as fuck,
Blind as fuck. Nice.
Yeah. Just to be, what I'm saying? Great. Like, might as well also be progressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only am I blind, dude, but I'm so fucking blind.
Exactly.
It's like John Cena. Like, you can't see me, We had a teacher. I remember he drew a picture of a wiener ejaculating on the chalkboard. He like kind of described, like he told us what the feelings would be like. We wouldn't be able to handle it and stuff. And then he drew the ropes. The ejaculate. Just
was he like making the noise with it?
I do remember it was one of those double chalkboards. So
here comes a big one. Oh, he like walked it.
I remember he would put the marker on the board and then walk it across the board.
That's crazy.
It was pretty crazy, man. And he wore the shortest shorts too. He died, man. Derek Usner was his name or something, and I think his son might have died, but he died.
His son died too?
I don't want to say that, but I'm pretty sure. And he had the biggest mustache. His mustache came over both lips. So it was like some of the words you just had to guess what they were. Some people thought he was black. People didn't know what was going on. It was dicey. Well, you just couldn't understand what he was talking about. It was crazy. It was just different times back then.
It was different times.
Some people treat their dogs like a slave. You notice it? So I went to the park this morning to get a little bit of heat, a little free heat from the sunshine, a little bit of that vitamin D straight from the vitamin G-O-D. You feel me? I'm talking straight off the tit of the Lord, the sky, and just catch that free heat right in my face and neck. And I went over there and I was just sitting in the grass making me a little gratitude list and doing a couple etchings and stuff on one of those legal pads, And this man, I heard this old man, he's like, he goes, Charlie, get over here. Charlie, get over here. And I thought it was two, kind of drug-induced homosexual men doing grammar of vial of speed. But then I look over and this man, who I'll be honest, this man looked like duty, bro. And he's yelling at this dog because the dog smelled something or saw this. And the dog, he's over there, he's investigating. He might have a little bit of hound in him or a little bit of investigator gadget or whatever that guy's name was.
Hello.
Oh, no way, bro. No way, dog. That's not real, huh?
Look, we do a formal intro, all right? Let's just get it over with, all right?
Hello and welcome to Trigonometry. I'm Francis Foster.
I'm Konstantin Kissin.
And this is a show for you if you want honest conversations with fascinating people.
Our brilliant guest today is already taking the piss out of us. It's the amazing American comedian Theo Von. Welcome to Trigonometry.
You guys have, we call it autism. I don't know what you guys call it, bro, but we got it over here. Everybody's got it.
Everybody's got it.
Every celebrity has it when they have a movie coming out. But you guys definitely, bro.
And I love your brother. He's hard to love at times. You know that.
Oh, yeah. You got a brother, too?
I got a brother, too, and he was hard to love. Now he's a little easier to love.
You guys fight?
No.
Oh, okay.
One of us hit the other one with a chair once when we were young.
Oh, really? What was that over?
I don't know. One of us was wearing a disguise, so I don't remember who was who.
Oh.
But it was violent. It was like one of the most violent things that ever happened to me. It was a nice chair. It was an antique. So men have always made poor haircut decisions is what I'm saying. But am I hiding a flat head? I don't think so. I mean, I feel like this, to be totally honest with you. I feel like I have a bigger nose. So, a lot of the black kids when I was young would say you have a N nose, they used to say. And they would say the N word at me about it. And also I could smell, I know I can smell pretty good. And so, you got to have that intake, bruh. And I'm built like a fucking panther. And I need more air to come in because my brain I have low function. When I was young, they said something was wrong with my brain probably. And I don't know who said it, but they wrote it on a napkin too. And my mother has it in my baby bookie.
Were we talking about your friend that killed somebody?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Without, obviously, no details. You don't do
Look how sad his face got.
No, wait a minute though. Tell again. What did he say about it? What?
Well, so you don't know this.
No.
Yeah. I have a friend who killed someone, and he said that it
felt awesome.
Was the most relaxing thing he's ever done.
What?
And I'll say this, man. I'm close with him, but not super close. But he's not the kind of guy that would lie about something like that.
Yeah, and by the way,
No.
I believe him. It's got to feel good.
Would you rather go to jail for 1 year or go to jail with a Rubik's Cube and you can leave when it's done? Oh, man.
How quick you think you can do a Rubik's
Fuck,
Cube,
bro,
man?
a science one, huh? I'd go to jail for a year. I think it'd be great. These days, relaxing, get some reading done, get in shape,
Maybe get beat up or raped though?
Yeah, get some diverse friends.
Okay. How long would it take you to do Rubik's Cube?
A Rubik's Cube? I bet I could probably do it in a week.
But you want the year in jail. So you could get out in a week, but you'll take the year.
Oh, dude, I'd love to have some time to just relax, honestly. And I'm a pretty simple man, as long as, if I'm in there. I heard the lights are on at night, though. That would be the part that wouldn't do. And you go into a 24-hour fitness joint, that shit, it can be real. Some people consider fitness different things. You go in there 2 a.m., they got a dude in there, when he's using the treadmill and he's got it going really fast, but he's in there polishing rare gems and stones on it. But to him, that's fitness. You go to Anytime Fitness at around maybe 10 a.m. or 10 p.m., you might have a brother in there. He'll take a lady on a date there. I've been at a 24-hour Anytime Snap, fitness, Bally's. A brother take a lady on a date in there. He got 2 dates. One guy I saw, this dude named Jermaine. He had one lady over there on the treadmill, and he had another lady he was doing on the leg press, and he was going back and forth. This dude's 2-time, and then meanwhile, the whole thing's a damn date. He's got these ladies out on a date, and he's running them back and forth. Got a little, got some wine in his squirt bottle, and he's winding them up, and and getting their calories off of them at the same time.
My dad's from Nicaragua, so I want to do a special in Nicaragua. Yeah.
Your dad is not Nicaraguan.
We might have to edit that out, dude, because
Nicaraguan?
that time closer. Okay? Go one more time, bro. I want to see how racist this ends up.
Nicaraguan.
Whoa, bro. A couple of guys just shut up at the door, dude.
Dude,
relax,
how do you
bro.
say it?
You can't even speak on Kratom, can you? Jesus Christ.
Why does there have to be a gangbang every time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so
It's
rough.
like whack-a-mole, too, if you see some of those gangbangs,
Oh, my
dude. That
God.
shit gets to... It's like urban whack-a-mole on some of
really
them. And Andrew Santino has the best joke. He talks about how a lot of black gentlemen always have their sneakers on during pornography.
They do. And socks.
That's aggressive,
I
dude.
never thought of that.
Why
shit.
do they? For grip? You used to really rail at home?
Grip and probably
Bro.
athlete's foot is rampant.
And also...
I don't know who the fuck been on this carpet or this
It goes
floor.
back to indoor-outdoor. Like, those are kind of outdoor shoes.
Yeah.
And they have them on indoors.
When I was young, at least you could just be racist, It was easy. It was organized. It was, boom, 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 no,
Right.
But then now it's like, yeah, you got the Vietnam English. You don't know what this guy's going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's blowing, he's playing a flute, and they got the basket with a snake, and the snake is named Winston Churchill.
And I always like making people laugh. Like I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we'd get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, and we get there and sit them to make them drink milk, and then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, And if you get some straight up, just a couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, I got some kind of a gift here, Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot, T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name, too, to be mentally challenged. But also easy for him to spell. And, I'm not joking, that's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot.
Oh, I saw an owl get hit by a tow truck. I was driving along a road, and they had an owl come up from the wood line, a beautiful owl, just the Lord's bird. And it came right up, and then I don't know what I was thinking about, pornography, but then a tow truck hit it. And so I whip back around, and I get back close to it, and that's when I realized that, I don't even like animals at all. So I rolled down my window a little, and I asked if it was all right. And I was like, "Are you all right, owl?" And he said, "Whoo." And I said, "You, owl, this is no time to be playing games. You've been hit by a tow truck." And I asked again, and he didn't give anything, not a talon or nothing. And so then I knew he was going to die, and so I just asked what we all wanted to ask. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
What a jerk.
It's something nice when the children are outside. They've been drinking Kool-Aid or drinking hose water. Dude, that's what I used to love, being young. That hose, boy. Remember that? Dude, where we live, we didn't even have a hose. So I remember going to somebody's house, and they had that hose. And it was like, damn, y'all got just as damn much water as you want, just coming out of this magic rope. Oh, dude, I remember just putting that thing straight into my dome hole one time and just taking on as much as I could. My God, I was just cameled up, bro. I was just H2 ouch, bro. I was filled with that agua. And Latinos call it that agua, and it's water, but they don't know how to say it. It's like agua, agua. You're like, no, wah. ter. But that's where we meet together and we teach each other, you know. But I remember that. Man, that house hose, boy, just a magic ass rope that came out from somewhere. And it would had that water in it.
It'll cure Down syndrome, bro. I beat it.
How you beat it?
There was a lot of rumors in my town that I beat Down syndrome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's inspiring, man.
That's how I felt when I heard them, because I didn't start them.
Give us a tough word. Let's have a little spelling bee.
All right.
Renaissance.
Me or him?
The fair or the motel?
Fair.
All right. RENAISSANCE.
No.
Renaissance.
RENNAISSANCE.
Just one N.
He's right. You got it.
Well, it's also you have two N's in your name, so you probably where it's like.
I was sure it was two N's. I was so sure.
I love animals so much. I'm just compensating for that. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened to that kid. It just sums up why I am the way I am, I think. I get so angry even thinking about it.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he died 2 years ago.
Fuck, how long did he live for?
Till he was 80.
What?
And I loved the man. I do. I love
your father.
My dad. Yeah. Oh, you mean you were thinking about the cat?
I thought Tom. I'm sorry.
That's really funny, dude.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. You know, sometime you catch a boy in a neighborhood or something, he got a little bit of autism, you know, the tism, they say it. And if you give him a little hammer, you know, they had a boy in our area, this boy named Wild Jacob. You know, he'd run around and pick berries and everything in the summer. And, you know, when the berry bushes really started to flourish, you'd catch him out there with the blue, you know, the black dye on his hands picking berries and eating them. That's the problem. His mom gave him this little hat and he's supposed to put the berries in there, but he would have just eat them immediately. And he'd get home and dude have, you know, 120 berries in his stomach. But at one time, his uncle, I remember, passed through town or something, gave him a little hammer. And I mean, I swear to God, we thought we had a damn woodpecker in the neighborhood for probably 4 years. But Wild Jacob would just get off in the woods and he'd find him a little tree or something, or a little, you know, area of hardness, maybe a fence board or granite, and he would just hit it with that hammer. When I was young, people were born, you'd have a buddy missing you'd have a buddy missing a clavicle. You know, you'd have a friend, you know, it wasn't crazy to shake somebody's hand and only feel 4 on them, you know? It was a different time. People were uneven.
Right.
Somebody missing half a coccyx or half of a damn, you know, have a square occipital, orbital entrance, you know, somebody, you know, have a damn square eye. It was just different times. People had rabies. What else? People had diseases. You know, I grew up, they had the tail end of polio. You'd see somebody dragging themselves down, you know, maybe they had a cane somebody got them a cane that was too short. And so they, you know, somebody.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair. But we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass, and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our acts, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
Out there short caning, just barely might as well just, look like, might as well just drag themselves. If you're short cane, it looks like you're doing damn magic, like you're out there just,
Right.
And he sits down at his desk. Nicholas was his name. Mexican Nicholas. And he sits down at his desk, and he'd been in class for 4 minutes, and he raises his hand. And people are like, he's gonna talk. He raises his hand in sex ed, and he goes, hey, Mr. Blackwell. And, well, I love that real Mexican accent, man. That shit is, okay. And look, this story is 100% true. Every word of it, and I wanna honor Nicholas's voice as accurately as I can in this story. That's exactly how I remember his voice. I also could have been a racist child. But he raised his hand in sex ed. He goes, hey, Mr. Blackwell, what does pop that cherry mean, Holmes?
Oh, it shocked
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Even my mom was like, what is happening, son? Are you getting enough sun? That's what she said.
You're strangely tan. You
Yeah.
look like a guy that should be much whiter than you are. And you know that. And you know that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. What's the deal?
Dude.
Are you outside a lot?
Huh?
Are you outside
I'm
a lot?
inside, man.
Yeah.
Part of my family's from Nicaragua, bro. And that's not a racial slur. Yeah, my father's from Nicaragua.
What?
Yeah, Nicaragua, bro.
Wow.
Where my Nick Gars at, huh?
Well, a little too close. But
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, and hopefully the audio is clear on that.
Yeah, it
so
is.
people
It's
know.
okay. I got your back. There's a C in there.
Where do you get all those hamsters from?
Well, they breed them in our town. I used to work for this group. They used to sell tattooed hamsters and guinea pigs.
They tattoo them?
Yeah, they used to brand them. They would say it's tattooed just to make people not be as sad about it. But it was a brand, bro.
Of what?
311, Green Day, anything like of different bands that were coming to town. Toadies. Swear to God, bro. Toadies, Acid Bath, Brave. We used to truck these hamsters into the city and fucking vend them, bro. There wasn't much work in our town, dude. You know, you had to get what you could get, and they had a man that bred hamsters, and then they had to do the tattoos, and they fucking met up. That was a merger. That's big business, you know?
Man, I got me some 300 mouse in my house and shit. And some other guy's like, you know what, man? I'm a pretty good tattoo artist.